Hey guys, it's Angie Martinez, and I just cashed out with Luxury Tax.
Hey, this is Lil Mama, and I just cashed out with Luxury Tax.
What's going on, billionaires? You know what it is. It is your boy Ty Cole, the personality, as well as your celebrity's best friend. And we always have digital producer, the Miss Hot 97, Miss Tai Perkins. And of course, we have the smooth talking journalist with production credits that range from grown up hip hop to TRL, the smooth talking journalist Alex King. And right now we have one of the hottest rappers in New York rising, man, Kiante Robinson, man.
Over 8 million plays.
Period.
Say the stats.
Thank you.
Going,
I appreciate it.
Listen, man, you are killing it. When I first heard about you was from, of course, your PR Shamira, and she was just raving about you, how dope you are, how amazing you are. She's a big advocate, and I was like, all right, Shamira's stamp of approval of it. I'm gonna have to have him on the show. So I'm happy we got you here, man.
Nah, I'm happy to be here.
How you feel?
She's dope too. I feel good. I'm tired, you know. I
Listen.
usually wake up at like 12 p.m.
Oh no!
Oh well, she was on it this
She
morning.
was on it. She wrote me at 9:30.
Yeah, set that alarm.
Right.
I was out.
Listen.
I was out.
Men's
That's
PR.
I was here, man.
Say it again. So listen, man, people have compared you to Lupe Fiasco, J. Cole in the past, and which is a major being that, you're so young in the game early in your career. So with many artists who may, become comfortable after being compared, how do you continue to step outside that box and not become complacent?
I mean, first and foremost, I'm myself all the way. My music is straight personal experience, so when people like me, I'm still kind of stuck because all I write is what I went through, So it's bittersweet, I guess. Lupe, I grew up on Lupe. I love J. Cole to death. Like I'm just me, like I take the comparisons and it's cool, but I just feel like, I'm more fun,
It's crazy because you say in your music, when they ask you, there's a quote that you said in one of your songs, when they ask you about your influences, you're under that. Like, you don't want to even be compared. Like,
right.
So, saying that, so you don't feel like there's anything that kind of garnered your sound when you came up?
Yeah.
And it's crazy too because that's like, in that song, that's like one of my favorite bars because every time somebody asks me my influences, I just say what I went through, you know? That's my influences, my life, my past. I can't say that like a certain rapper like molded me because I was already writing like poetry, short stories,
right?
Like 5th, 6th grade, like I like R&B. I like Joe Case.
Yeah,
okay.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
That's
say some more to Grace, man.
Okay,
Joe. Good Girls, all that. Like, that's the type of music I listen to, So like I feel
real
like
90s classics,
right, and like that kind of made me more like descriptive when it came to my music.
Right.
So it was like more easy to talk about the things I went through and structure it easily, and it's just that's my influences. I'm just me.
Yeah, so you're influenced by yourself,
exactly,
right?
Exactly what
right,
I went
in
through.
your situation.
You say you came up from like poetry and writing in school since a kid and everything like that.
Right.
But on the intro for Love for Rap, you were talking about how you were trying to make your friends realize that it's popping because every time you was out, it was only playing everybody else's music. You put your music on, it's like, nah, play this.
Yeah.
So how did you kind of, now you got gold expectations, you got all of these things where people are supporting you now. How did you get them to support them?
I mean, I always say like my friends are gonna like what they like, like a lot of times it's hard for you to like somebody next to you because it's just like, this is your friend. Like
that's
you
my homie.
Yeah,
I hear you
like,
talking every day and I gotta see you rap.
Exactly. Like
right.
the song you talking about, I was with you when that happened. You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel. So I never really pushed them. It was more I got them to support because I feel like people support success, not only the potential of it.
That's right.
So I feel like as I kept on going
and moving and grooving.
Exactly. Like they just kind of follow the train, So,
and that's good that you can have that, because a lot of times it's hard to pick up, especially in New York City.
Yeah.
It's really hard to have a loyal fan base.
That's
Like,
right.
if you can make it in New York, as they say, you can make it anywhere.
Right.
And I think that you're on the right path.
Heavy on the New York.
Sorry, Jersey.
Heavy on the New York.
Sorry, Miss Jersey.
Hold on. Central Jersey. Let me.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Central
Let me
Jersey.
specify. Central Jersey.
I'm
Exactly.
always getting ganged up by my New York.
Are you from Jersey?
I am.
That's all right. I probably support better than people from over here.
That's
so,
right.
be
Super
proud.
supportive.
I know. I just feel like the problem with
She
New York
hyped,
is-
but you said that, bro. She is
I
so
am.
hyped.
Record this so I can use that.
You
as my
see her
prop.
lashes flying up?
That's
She was
my
so
intro.
excited, bro. Like,
Nah,
All right.
I like places like Jersey. I like anywhere who show love. Like New York. I just feel like people don't know how to be artists and supporters. Like, you know, people
Right.
people want to see you do well, but it's like if somebody's doing the same thing as you, they
You're
don't.
not better than them.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. But I always say every story has a king. Every story has a king. Everybody can have a crown. You know.
Recently, you tweeted like one of your last tweets that you did lose your brother, and you will always live through your music.
Right.
And it's even emulated in the song you said, my brother David fell to the liars.
Right.
My brother David fell to the liars. I thought that was a crazy play on words, but how are you keeping his legacy alive in your music, and how important is that to you?
Well, David, that was my dude, man. I met him in 7th grade. This was probably like 12 years ago now. That's like, and it matched the song so well because that's the first person who I got high with. Like, you know, like that's the first person who told me like, yo, you got five? Like, let's go do this. Like, you know, so he had like a big change in my life because that was one of my first friends. I went in 7th grade. I went from like private school to public school, so it was like a hard ass change for me. You know, like
That same thing happened.
yeah,
There's a
like,
difference
from
in
going from
both.
like Catholic school to like now I'm just like I'm like across the street from the projects. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just and he was my first friend, so it was kind of hard to deal with. But as many times I could mention his name as like, you know, I could, because it's so crazy. He went to jail for like 3 years. He came home and he died like a day later. So it's like, you know, it's crazy. It's almost like, you know, like, was it not enough? You know, like that he already did that. But you know, I always say, you as harsh as it sounds, you make your bed. You know, so I live life. Death is something that happens to life. You know, it's gonna happen again.
Right.
And you know, you just gotta people's name is all they got. So,
but it's amazing that you continue his legacy within your craft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of like when Nipsey says the marathon continues. Like his marathon with you will always continue through your music.
How hard or how easy is it for you to be vulnerable in your music and speak on something so personal?
I think it's pretty easy because I feel like everybody's music should be self-expression. You know, I always say my life is like an open book. Like I wear my heart on my sleeve, like all the time. Like
typical New Yorker.
Yeah, like,
that's what we do.
Heavy on
That's
New
I
York.
feel like one thing I'm big on is comfortability. I feel like like if you one thing everybody comes to my house, they say leave your feelings at the door, because if you insecure about something, we're gonna pick at it until you're comfortable. And I feel like once you expose what you're uncomfortable about, you have nothing else to worry about. The world knows you, you know. So you know my flaws, you know my truths,
right?
And it's all good.
You recently said in an interview, you were saying that you never knew that this would be a business for you, or you would get into this for the business aspect. And you know your project is Love for Rap. So now that business is coming into this, you got PR around you, you doing different meetings. Do you still got that love for it, or is the business complicating things or the love for the game?
I mean, it definitely complicates it. It makes it less enjoyable in a sense to where you observant to a point where you're just critiquing it and you don't get to enjoy it. Like it's like with movies. You know, I love scary movies, so when I watch a scary movie, I like it because I'm looking at what the director did, the different angles and stuff. And I'm like that with music now, so it's kind of less enjoyable. You know, I don't sit there and bump. I'm sitting there like, he could have did this, he could have did that.
You
know,
analyzing.
Like, he could have made this more marketable. And I hate that I'm like that because like marketable, what the marketable? Like, what am I talking about? Like,
because you peeping a little thing.
Exactly. And it's the business part about it is
Projects, announce, you know, your media.
Yes, let us know where we can find you.
My Instagram is KROB. That's KROB_, or just type in Kiante Robinson. I have a project out right now on iTunes. It's called No Quiet in the City. He brought up Love for Rap, so I almost said that, but I actually have like a more recent project called No Quiet in the City, and it's no quiet as in no, like you know, quiet in the city. It's not like
on all streaming platforms and everything.
Streaming platforms. Yep. Spotify, iTunes, all.
And 2020 is gonna be great for you, right? I can't wait to see.
You gotta come back. You gotta bring us some music. You gotta keep us updated on what you got going on.
I actually have a show the 25th of this month. Next week it's in Brooklyn.
Tickets are still on sale, or
you could RSVP on my Instagram actually.
Okay.
So
we in there.
I'll send y'all the link and everything.
Please do.
Y'all like it.
Listen, man, we are so happy you came in. Shout out to Kiante Robinson. He's so dope. Shout out to Men's PR as well for bringing him in. We are so excited.